We're learning new details tonight about yesterday's deadly officer-involved shooting on the city's west side. Police confirmed today that 44-year-old Daniel Blyler was the suspect in yesterday's incident. It started about noon when employees at Vic's Sandwich Shop on Edgewood Avenue called 911 about a drunk man, warning police that the man was armed. First Coast News' Stephanie Kim joins us live outside JSO with the latest. Stephanie?
Jeff, JSO held a press conference today revealing more information in this deadly officer-involved shooting. One of the things we learned was that the officer fired 13 rounds at the suspect Blyler, but it's not known how many times he was actually hit. Now, that officer was dispatched to Vic's Sandwich Shop yesterday afternoon after people noticed an intoxicated man. A manager made a second call to JSO, letting them know that they believed that he had a handgun. Now, JSO says the officer went up to Daniel Blyler in the parking lot to speak to him and saw him grab the handle of his holstered handgun. That's when the officer opened fire, killing him at the scene.
You go from talking to someone, trying to establish a rapport, to having to pull your firearm to protect yourself in literally less than a second. So, we do train for those types of encounters and circumstances, and it appears that paid off for Officer Johnson yesterday. But it's still regrettable. It's regrettable whenever a life is taken, and it's sad.
JSO says the suspect, Daniel Blyler, did own the firearm legally and that it had a live round in the chamber. His family members say that he was a father who ran the family lumber business. His cousin and nephew say that he would visit the methadone clinic daily and then he'd stop at the store for food. They say they have no clue how this happened, calling Blyler a good person.
He's not that type of person. We have officers in our family, high-ranking officers. He would never do something like that, or whatever, to deserve to be shot.
Daniel was, he absolutely encompassed that idea of just giving anybody anything he had.
JSO identified the officer involved in this shooting as Officer L.K. Johnson. He is a traffic officer they say that this is his second officer-involved shooting during his nearly 16 years on the force. For now, he is placed on an administrative leave during this investigation, and this is standard protocol. Reporting live downtown, Stephanie Kim, First Coast News.
Thank you for that, Stephanie. And yesterday's shooting is the 8th incident this year in which a JSO officer has shot a suspect. Of those 8, 7 have been fatal. The first came just hours into 2017 on New Year's Day. The shootings have happened in neighborhoods all across town. As you can see there, 4 of them have come in just the last 30 days. Now, in the most recent incident before yesterday, 2 JSO officers were shot when they responded to a home on the west side after getting a call about a man who was suicidal. That man opened fire when the officers came into the house, and he was killed when the officers returned fire.